signed by Conservative MPs with RMG make one thing clear. Scripts are created in consultation with clients. RMG was not working on its own. The Ministers of Finance, Aboriginal Affairs, Natural Resources, HRSDC and Heritage spent over $96,000 on RMG in the last campaign. Did their campaigns fund the misdirection of voters? And could just one of them stand up today and tell Canadians what their campaigns paid RMG to say?
I'd just like to remind members that their questions have to touch on the administrative responsibilities of government and political financing. I see the Honourable Parliament Secretary rising to answer, so I'll allow him a chance to do so.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate that clarification for the member. Let's be clear, our party has very high standards. You've already indicated that, Mr. Speaker. We also have provided full transparency to Elections Canada, but what is also clear is that the opposition parties have in fact spent millions of dollars to make calls, hundreds of thousands of calls right across this country, but they haven't provided the same transparency to Elections Canada. Before continuing the baseless smears that they continue in this House, they should prove their own callers are not behind the calls they allege, Mr. Speaker.
Clearly Mark Twain was right when he said denial ain't just a river in Egypt. Mr. Speaker, let's look at what else the RMG contract says. It says that it collects all data from these calls and transfers them to the Conservative database. The Conservative database holds the key to uncovering who in the affected ridings could have accessed call lists and how they used that information. Will the Conservative government follow the NDP's lead in helping Elections Canada get to the bottom of this voter fraud by completely opening their books and their database to investigators?
Well, as we've said, Mr. Speaker, continuously in this House, everything is available to Elections Canada. We're assisting Elections Canada. We have no reason not to. We've provided them full transparency. But the same can't be said of the party across the way. What we know is that opposition parties paid millions of dollars to make hundreds of thousands of phone calls. But before continuing these baseless smears, they should prove their own callers are not behind these reports. They should provide full transparency to Elections Canada, Mr. Speaker.